Oh my God, JC, a bomb! A bomb.
Good morning, happy Thursday. Welcome to Frick in here to another, I want to say exciting, but I'm not going to, stream from Quantum Player 1 versus that computer dickhead in HD. Happy. Get the frick in here, Grom Labs. Get the frick out of here, Grom Labs. Hope you have a good shift, mate. Thanks for popping in. Look after yourself. Get the frick in here, Short Labs. Happy. You're excited already? Shorty always goes against whatever you're supposed to do. I say don't be excited because the content's going to be awful. He gets pumped as frick. And I kind of admire that and I respect that rebellious attitude. So, never change, Shorty. Never change. I also heard you're a bit under the weather, so I hope you're feeling okay and I hope you recover soon. All the best. Pump up the jam. So, we're still grinding Major Striker on expert difficulty. We're only 4 levels away from victory, actually, and we're using saves because the game offers saves, and because the game has got a very bad hitbox and frame rates that's so low that it's hard to see what's going on, as well as colouring the enemies is the same colour as the backgrounds. So with all that in mind, we're going to use the offered saves, and we're going to just grind out the finish. Once this is done, we've only got Action 53 left before we can get out of this hellhole. Skellington, it's been nice knowing you. Shodan, not so much. Already packing me bags. Let's do this. Okay. I need to... To heal my soul quickly, I have a mate's 40th birthday I need to get wasted at. When's this? 40ths are normally a good blowout as well. Hopefully you'll recover in time, mate. Tomorrow, oh god. Knowing you, even if you haven't recovered, you're going to be there anyway. And you'll just giga chad your way through it. Shorty, don't you want to take it easy? I thought you went well. I said, give me a double. Don't you think you've had enough? I'll tell you when I've had enough. Right, let's go. Attention, this game is not shareware. Please do not distribute it. Thanks. By the way, this is shareware. Can't be giving anyone else the flu just because I want to have... Oh, yeah, I suppose there is that aspect of it. True. So is it a flu, is it? Sounds rough, pal. Well, I hope you recover quickly. Best wishes from the Quantum Camp headed to you. Let's pretend that this game is inside Shorty's body and Major Striker is the cure. Let's pretend that. That'll be so funny. Okay, let's go, gamers. Oh, I forgot to include the most important ingredient. music is good. I like. Hope the sound balance is alright. Hope you can hear me. I hope the save works. Hope the save persists after a session. Restore a game. I think it was number 1, please. Please. We have a report that you're about to approach a populated area, Major. Hammer this area as hard as possible. See, she knows what she's saying. Hammer this area as hard as possible. I'll bet you there was an original draft of this dialogue that also followed up with something else you can hammer as hard as possible later as well. But they thought, no, that's too far. Because every dialogue, she's like, blah blah blah, and then later on you can blah 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 me later. That's the whole like format. And I reckon the earlier draft of this had hammer this area as hard as possible. Later on there's something else you can hammer as hard as possible too. But they took it out. They thought, no, that's too, we've crossed the line. She is dirty as freak. I like it was Captain Clever said yesterday that it looks like she's wearing a wizard hat, and I actually find her more attractive thinking that that's a wizard hat rather than her hair. Now I'm interested. We have reason to believe many high cretin military commanders are based here. I've got a wizard fetish, absolutely. Absolutely. There's an account on Twitter, which is, I can't remember what it's called, but it's just like wizard. It's pictures of images in like of wizards in like the woods, and it's just like a little philosophical line that's kind of uplifting, and I live for these images. It's brilliant. You got the missus to dress up as Gandalf and look like what? And look for your magic ring. She can stay away from my magic ring. Thank you very much. Welcome in, lasses. Happy Thursday, mates. I hope you're well. Hot witch is in your area. Oh, baby. Absolutely. Have you seen that one, that beat 'em up game, where it's like a girl with absolutely massive boobage with like a wizard or witch hat? I can't remember what it's called. That looks like an interesting game that might be fun to play. We have reason to believe many high-cretin military commanders are based here. Okay, let's go.
Your mission starts now. Are you ready?
3, 2.
Yeah, that looks good. That's why we're getting out of the dungeon. As soon as I found out that game exists, I was like, it's time to get out of Dodge. Stop playing these retro frick fests. Let's play some real games. That's the genre, is boob. Mrs. Halloween 2009, and she was dressed as a witch, had the pointy hat and everything. I mean, I don't want to, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is, oh, baby. But, that, like, you know, in a nice way, no offense. God. Is it okay for a man to say, oh baby, about another man's missus? Sometimes it's a compliment, sometimes it's offensive. There was stripy stockings and whiskey. Okay, yeah. I would have proposed right there and then. Oh my god. Right, we're just warming up, guys. We're just warming up. So for some reason, they thought, let's make the last level's music really tinny, and like, let's just remove like several of the tracks, and leave in like a couple of the background noise tracks, and that'll be so spooky. The last level music is like, that's what they did. Oh, I lost me power up immediately. Oh my god. This is what I call playing bad. See, so lasses, you've got a witch fetish yourself. You were just trying to make sure that it was definitely accepted, wasn't you, before you came out? Like, you guys got some sort of weird witch fetish? Yeah, of course. Okay, good, me too. What even hit me? See, this is why I've been doing loads. I beat the meat to the Wizard of Oz most days. Judy Garland, is that who it is? Oh, baby. No. I haven't seen that film in, like, my whole life. Except for that one time. Look at these rockets that are fucking red. Red rockets. Pun not intended. I didn't press left. The game just inserted a left into the jiggity for no reason. Well, I know what the reason was. It was because it'll kill me if I do that. Why won't you die? Okay, it did die. I haven't got the firepower to do anything. You know, I'm not going to judge Apogee yet. I want to play Duke Nukem 3D. There's probably a few others to get a broader perspective. I don't think this was ever considered one of their flagship titles anyway. But what you got to remember is that the kids who had DOS paid a lot of money to get worse performance. And so, you know, there should be like a live aid for those kids or something. You need to get Bono involved. Well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you. And there won't be smoothness on DOS this Christmas time. So, you know, spare a thought. But, you know, this channel in itself is funny because I'm like, on the one hand, I'm like, love retro games, it's me passion, and I just want to grow the channel and chat to, like, other retro game fans. And then at the same time, people will come in and be like, oh, you're playing this game. I grew up with this. I love it. And I'm like, it's fucking shit. Fucking piss me off. Fucking joke of a game. The developer's a dickhead. Oh, okay. That's... Sorry to hear that's how you feel about it. Fucking piss take, mate. Playing on hardest difficulty. Can't do it. Hate it. Hate me life. Hate me channel. It's literally what the channel is. Well, it was nice meeting you, I guess. I'm never going back there again. Oh my god. What's she doing? Grew up with Spectrum and Amiga. I didn't get a PC until 94. I bought it specifically to play Doom. Hell yeah. I didn't have a PC till about 99. And I didn't really play PC games on it till much later. I mainly used it to emulate 16-bit RPGs because I had recently played Final Fantasy VII and that changed my life, and I wanted to discover all the more Final Fantasies. But also, I don't know if I've told you this, but I played Doom on the PlayStation, you see. Oh god. But yeah, I grew up with Commodore 64 and then NES. So I was kind of the other side of the coin from you, Glasses. My mate had a Spectrum, and I kind of wish I had that now because from a British perspective, I feel like I've betrayed my country. But I can't change the past. I had a Commodore.
Game over, man.
Absolutely destroyed Fallout 2 just to insult a viewer. Mind you, Fallout 2 is one of my all-time fave games. That's the most shorty sentence I've ever read. Literally tears apart his favourite ever game just to wind someone up. Oh, mate. You make me laugh, you know. The rich kids down the road had the C64. Yeah, I guess I was the spoiled kid on my road. We weren't rich by any means, but my mum and dad used to walk around with holes in the shoes just to get little stupid spoiled quantum what he wanted. And to be fair, I was too young to even know what I wanted. I didn't know what a Commodore 64 was or a Spectrum. My dad made the decision. But he made it with the in mind of he must have read some marketing bullshit that said the Commodore 64 was better. Or maybe it was more expensive, so he thought it was better. People see other people not liking the same stuff as them as some personal attack they do. It's bad times out there. We've got people like Shorty to, you know, everyone's in an echo chamber now, and as soon as they're exposed to something different to them, it's like they start freaking out. But we've got people like Shorty fighting the good fight, and I think I fight it to a lesser degree. Where, you know, you come in with your precious little opinion that's so delicate and fragile, and you get it just smashed to shit. Not even because we disagree with it, just because we want to make sure you're okay with getting your opinion smashed to shit. That's like a sort of, it's like a gatekeeping. Like, if you want to come in here, give me an opinion that you love. Okay, here it is. That's a terrible opinion. You're gonna cry? No, you're entitled to that. Okay, come in. It's like a test. Don't give a shit if people don't jerk off to wizards like I do. Glasses, I can tell already, because we've not known each other long, but I've got that good energy from you, mate. And I'm very grateful that you've decided to hang with us so much, and long may it continue. Yeah, you've got good egg energy. And also, jerking off to wizards is awesome. Bahamut's get the frick all the way in here. Happy Thursday, mate. Good to see you. Good morning. I hope you're well. If it is morning where you are. Are we jamming to the tunes? Oh, hell yeah. Yep, correct vibes received. And hopefully reciprocated. Right, let's try that again. We were just warming up there. Recon scouts who made it this far were nearly burnt out of existence. You'll need your heat shields on maximum. You're getting real close, Major. More ways than one. Wait, so she took me back a level? What? I'm already past this zone. Did I load the wrong file? Okay, it should be 1. I think she's took me back. What the? We were on desert load zone. Oh, okay. No, wait. What? This is the right level. Was I maybe just not reading the text properly? This is not lava zone. Oh, 2 extra lives immediately. But she didn't say the line, hammer it as hard as you can. That's what I was looking for. Okay, it's giving me all the power-ups here. Another extra life? Remember, guys, it's not Quantum making that boo noise. I know it sounds like something he'd do, but it's actually not him, it's the game. And then after that, it's him, following it up with a repeat. Talking about yourself in the third person is a good way to show everyone that you're sane and safe. Love side shield.
The graphics in The Legend of Zelda are very good,
yeah.
especially when you plug in your HDMI DLC cable, $299.99 MSRP. If you have ever seen a bird flying in the wind, this game is for you because it just got realer, cooler, and quite frankly, you ain't never seen HD looks this great HD before. After you play this Nintendo game, you will firmly believe HD DLC with 1080p motion jiggle will be plugged into your television set.
Where will it be plugged in? Me television set? That's incredible. It's realer, even a word. Lassus, it's the best video ever. I'll link you to it, mate. This guy does a review of Zelda Skyward Sword. Every single line in it is quotable. It's like, it's the funniest video on the entire internet. If realer isn't a word, it is now, as far as I'm concerned. Because it just got cooler, realer. Quite frankly, you ain't never seen graphics looks this good HD in HD before. And more better, yeah. I just plugged in my HDMI cable, $299.99 MSRP, and I was whisked away on a journey to Never Neverland, and this time, it was awesome. First of all, Ganon is a vile venomous creature and must be stopped! Secondly of all, you have motion wiggle controls, which allows you to deal the most satisfying blows to your enemies, the evil and Gandalf tribe of HD monsters. Looks great on my TV. The whole video, he's just ranting about how much the graphics are awesome and how important HD is. And it's a game that, it's on the Wii, it doesn't even do HD. It's so funny. People take the video game stuff way too seriously. It's good to remind them it's all about having fun. Someone calls a game you like shit doesn't mean they're calling you shit. It's all just love towards the retro giant. Absolutely agree, 100%. That's why Shorty is the resident Giga Chad of the community. However, caveat, don't make fun of DOS or isometric RPGs when Shorty is around. He can talk the talk, but he will cry. And we don't want to make Shorty cry. We love Shorty. Yeah, I'll link you to the video, Lassus. Are you in the Discord? I don't know if you are, and I don't know if you even use Discord. And if you don't, you're probably better off. But if you are, I can put it in there, or I can just DM you. Whatever. Make fun of Dosso, find you and feed your cats. It's okay. Everyone else needs to check their ego when it comes to their own opinions. Not about DOS, not about Amiga. That's too far. Oh, we were saying yesterday, or was it yesterday, the day before, Shorty, that, you know, Commander Keen was originally a Super Mario 3 demo, and they tried to, like, get the license off Nintendo. Well, imagine a world, and Nintendo said no. Imagine a world where Nintendo said yes, and Mario 3 was ported to DOS by id. In that world, you love Super Mario Bros. 3. It's one of your favourite games. No, mate, in that universe, Shorty is one of the biggest Super Mario Bros. 3 fans. An absolute super fan. Okay, I think we did that level there. So I think we've only got 3 levels left and 2 bosses. I don't like the speed boost, to be honest. Can't tell what's going on. Actually, that might be, but imagine if that collaboration would continue. Carmack and friends would be trillionaires today. I mean, I imagine they're already doing alright. Like, Doom fucking sold incredibly, didn't it? But yeah, you're absolutely right. And Nintendo were just so stubborn sometimes. Like, that would have been a good idea. Well, I mean, I can kind of get it. They wanted to keep their own first-party titles to their own machines. So it makes... I don't think they were totally being dicks there. I knew that was going to happen. These little dudes on the pipes as part of the biggest threat that you'll face. It's actually quite lucky. What got me? This is what I mean, I can't see. Like, this is why I'm happy to just load the saves. Not try and do it in one run, because I can't see the enemies. That was some good dodging. And if I can't see what I'm supposed to dodge, I'm not gonna fucking dodge it. Not even on me. They do alright, but they would be doing mega alright now. Yeah. I'll ask John Carmack on Twitter if he can lend me a $5. He'll say no, and he'll give you a lecture about pull yourself up by your bootstraps. He's a bit like that, John. And then Nintendo goes and does collab with fucking CDI, which was objectively the best Zelda game in history. Yeah, that is strange, but I mean... I think Nintendo would argue that was they were trying to be educational, and those games weren't, you know, also released on Nintendo. I think the point was they didn't want to release a game that was coming out on Nintendo on another platform, because then you might not buy the Nintendo to play it. Which I think is fair. I'm not a big... I'm not someone who defends Nintendo generally, but I can understand that. One of those libertarian bellends. I've got sympathies with libertarian ideology. Not sympathies. Like, I align with parts of it. Like, I want to be left alone by the government, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. But in practice, I think that they're all delusional, sheltered, and don't understand the actual way the world works. What? Oh, okay. I keep forgetting that these things are going to be coming up from behind. Well, one thing, another thing that Carmack did, which I thought, you know, it just goes to show even the cleverest people have got their blind spots, is when he asked that kid to redo Doom on the, what system was it? Because the graphics technique he was using didn't look right. Was it the Jag version? Kid had made the game and it was running smooth, but the graphics were a little bit compromised to help keep the frame rate up, and Carmack didn't like it. We made them redo it, and it ended up janky as frick, just because the textures on the walls weren't smooth enough for him. Yeah, geology is quite nice, leave alone with my guns, but in practice it lacks a lot. Yeah, I exactly feel that same way, Shorty. In practice it lacks a lot. Mark, get the frick all the way in here. I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch anything. Major Stroker all the way in here. Oh, and me as well. All the way. Are you sure? I can just come a little bit in the way of the way in if you want. I don't want to impose. Sure. Happy Thursday, mate. Oh, come on. God damn it. You have 20 lives. 5 seconds later, you have 4 lives. Most rigged thing I've ever seen. What? Oh my god. Okay. Happy Thursday, fella. I hope you're good. There was service like, I don't want to pay taxes. How does that work if your house is burning down and there's no fire service? You might not be paying taxes, but you're paying insurance for absolutely everything. Can't afford it? Fuck you, your house is burning down. There was a paste, what do you call it, where like there's a copy pasta that was floating around a few years ago, which was like so good. It was like oh, I can't remember it well enough to do it any justice, but it was funny. It was like he had to put a quarter in his gun for it to shoot, and as he's reading someone their rights, it's like sponsored by blah 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 blah. This is fucking literally impossible. Yeah, I do think, you know, the state should have some responsibilities, and well, not necessarily the state, but there should be, you know, cooperatives that, because some things are better from more than the sum of their parts. Some organisations work better when they're cooperatives, and when we've got, like, you know, a lot of people. But at the same time, the government needs to fuck off. Leave me alone. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. As long as I'm not infringing on anyone else. Yeah, that's probably what it is. If you've got generational wealth. This is so stupid. Not people that are ready to step up. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be the states, I don't think necessarily. I think you could have, like, you know, cooperatives that were organised. But, yeah, a lot of people are not ready to step up, you're right. But I think the state wants everyone reliant on it. And it's not by accident. Okay, that's the end of the level. Is it boss time? I don't know if I want to save this. Because we lost a lot of lives there. I will save it to a new slot called 2. From the depths of hell I have come. One ugly motherfucker. Same. See that? I knew what I had to do to get out the way, but I was so slow. It wasn't gonna happen. This might be the slowest. Wow. They put dampeners on my space thruster majigs. Okay, phase 1. Now I think phase 2 is gonna open up the middle. There we go. That's how we damage it. We've seen this boss about 4 times already. Now that's what I call game design. That didn't touch me. He's having a stroke. Yashira! Thanks, Nightbot. That's see, oh, it's so brutal with the hitbox. This is one of the biggest. If you're talking about shoot 'em ups, this is one of the biggest ships I've ever seen in a shoot 'em up game, and also one of the slowest. Guys, I feel like our game isn't running very quick. What can we do about it? Why not even bigger sprites? Every box is literally the same. No, they're a different colour, shorty. I was too slow to get the pick up. We're gonna game over and we're gonna go back and do the previous level again. Because we've kind of fucked the run here. What is this Mario 1? Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Listen to me, I'm not the one behind this aquatic attack. Atlantis is also in grave danger, you've got to come and help.
Why is that the funniest thing I've heard all day? That's brilliant. I don't even know why. Irish, thanks so much for the support, mates. Welcome in. Happy whatever day it is. Okay, I got a hit on it. I'm not gonna, even if I win now, I'm not gonna carry on because I've lost all my lives. Thursday. Or Thursday. Happy Thursday, mate. I hope you're well. Listen to me. I reckon we could retroactively get Apogee sued by Ridley Scott personally. Thursday. For that. Just send him a clip. Is he still alive? I think he is. We're going to load the previous level again because we've got power-ups, up the gills, and a million lives. Luck, Major Striker. I don't need luck, toots. I got a blaster that blasts every possible angle. I got even diagonals going on here. All I need to do is be able to spot every single pixel that can kill me before it kills me. Even the ones that are the same colour as the enemy. And then I'll be fine. Look out, Quantum, there's a pixel! Huh? No! Love destroying everything with me super-powered weapons, though, I'm not gonna lie. What? What? Oh, the computer literally heard me say that I love having super-powered weapons and just went, I'll take that. I don't even know what hit me. I couldn't see it. Is this now impossible? I think once you get down to pea shooter, it becomes impossible. Like, I would have used the bomb if I thought I was in danger. But I couldn't see a threat. And it was literally a second later. They attacked from the rear. Fucking cheap. That's ungentlemanly. I know we're at war, like, but fucking hell. Got him. Oh shit, didn't see them. Somehow kept myself alive there. Okay. Ah. I can see what it's trying to do. That was Gulch. It's these little dudes on the pipes that you've got to watch out for. No, I didn't want that. No. I didn't want to swap my shield. Whoa, okay. Invisible rockets. That you only see after they've hit you in the face. What? 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 Anyone see anything? That box is too big. It's like, hey, there's a small gap to fly through, Major. Can you fit? I can fit, but my hitbox can't. Literally got to use bombs just to get through the section. my god. It only starts drawing the fucking projectile after you like right in its face. It's to save on graphics frames. You just won't draw the projectile until after it's involved in gameplay. For example, killing the enemy, and killing the player. Before that, we might as well save on draw frames and not draw it. But how's the player supposed to see it's a note to dodge? Oh, I hadn't considered that. Anyway, we've shipped. Alright, let's go back to the start. Full power. I don't want to play it this way. My hand is being forced. We've only got 3 more levels and 2 boss fights to go. Then we're free. But I just need to... The problem is, 1 lapse of concentration, 1 enemy attack, and it's all in the bin. Everything we've worked for. Hell yeah. Blake, welcome in, mate. Happy Thursday, and thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Guys, I don't care what you were playing previously. Well, I do. We'll get to that in a sec. But no matter what it was, you never saw high-octane action with this many pixels in HD. Never. Never in your life. We're playing Major Striker on DOS 1993. You've never seen a smoother frame rate than this. I don't care.
Guard that rear bumper.
Guard the rear bumper. But what was you up to, mate? How are you doing? You feeling better? Did you get any more world records? Guys, iBlink is the world record holder of Breath of Fire 2. Show some respect. Absolute giga chad of the speedrun gaming community. And also master of well-timed farts and inappropriate sexual comments. Playing Bum Chunder sounds like something you'd play. We're on. We're 3 levels away from victory, guys. Yeah, I wasn't really an RPG fan until Final Fantasy VII. I was too much of a rube. I was an uncultured swine. Who I never knew about Breath of Fire at that time. Excuse me. Yeah, you'll get there, mate. Glad to hear you're a bit on the mend. Oh god, I've sneezed once. That means I'm going to sneeze 52 times. What are the lives continues like? How far do you get sent back on this? It offers a lot of extra lives. When you die, it only sends you back like a few. It sends you back about 1 screen's length. But it's pretty much impossible when you're underpowered. Which I'm now underpowered. I don't even... And the problem is I can't see what's getting me. So I can't dodge it because I can't see it. And they designed it that way on purpose. obviously we're now fucked. Because we're back in pea shooter mode. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not going to waste everyone's time trying to do it in pea shooter mode. In terms of continues, you can load saves, so it's never ending. And normally we'd say, no, we've got to do it in one run. This game doesn't have the hitboxes, doesn't have the frame rate, doesn't have the responsiveness. So normally I would say, let's do the game properly, making sure we did it with skill.
Any attribute you'd want on the top class side.
With this game, it fires invisible enemies at you from all angles. The game is cheap, so we have to get cheap. Like every single time I've took damage, I've not known what from. So I can't, it's not like on other games where you can go, oh, that got me. Remember that that's going to be there, and remember to dodge it when we get to that bit. I can't do that because I can't see what got me to know what I did wrong. So there's no improvement to be had. There's no point playing it again. Just keep our power-ups and just get through. That's the strategy. There's red rockets as well, and they do it on purpose. Every level, it's like they change the enemy colour to match the background. But when you have got full power and you're blasting through the levels like this, it is enjoyable. Even with, I know the frame rate looks jank, but I enjoy the backgrounds. I enjoy blasting everything to shit. The music's normally alright, this track's not the best. But when we were playing like the likes of Hellfire or Zero Wing and we'd end up in pea shooter mode, I wouldn't like it and I'd complain about it. I always complain about everything. But I would grind it out and I would bring myself back from the brink of pea shooter mode. On this game, that's not really viable. Because you can't fucking see what you need to avoid. So you need to be all powerful. Just scattergun the entire screen. Don't want that shield. These little robot pipe dudes are one of the worst enemies. It is very generous with the extra lives though. Like I've got 23 right now and we're playing on expert difficulty. Oh, oh wow, I got through that somehow. Yeah, if you lose all your lives, you can just reload the save, which takes you back to the start of the level that you saved on. At least that wasn't apparent. Which is just not a normal shoot 'em up format, but I'm kind of glad that they did that. I think this game needs that. I don't think I've ever killed all of them. They appear on a few stages, that wave of blue dickheads, and I don't think I've ever got all of them. But if you get all of them, you get some sort of super special item. What's making the Michael Jackson sound when you rescue people from the little pods? These are meant to be cryogen. So these little grey things on the right, They're meant to be cryogenic chambers that are containing human pilots who've been captured. When you touch them, they kind of like jet out of them to safety, and it goes boo. Oh, we beat the level? That's incredible. We did it, guys. Now we've got that boss fight again, but this time we're powered up. You can't skip this bit, which is annoying. Maybe you can, and I'm not pressing the right button. But I'm scared. 99% kill ratio? That's the best we've ever done. Med saved 68. Nearly nice, but not quite. Don't you think it needs that note at the end? They missed a trick there. Music's like and there's no at the end. Ratio. Love the letter C. From the depths of hell I have come. You motherfucker. He immediately lost me power. Let's give the player a 1 pixel gap to fly through. And how big's the ship? 10 pixels. God, you're a dickhead. I love it. Lads, let's not even bother. Let's reload the save. In fact, no, we shouldn't do that, really. I don't know. Maybe I'm so, after completing like 45 jank games in a row, I'm just tired. And I think you guys are tired as well. If I felt like there was a chance for skill to allow me to succeed, I might consider it, but there isn't. These bloody bombs that it drops. Scattered dickheads everywhere. Ah! Okay, so just don't shoot when it's doing that. And then you can shoot when it does that. Now just don't shoot. Ah, couldn't get it. So you've got to shoot the sort of penis out the middle. There we go, 2 shots. Dickhead. Didn't give me anywhere to go. Not fair. And then, oh. My God. See, if it gives me somewhere to go and allows me to go there, then I'll consider it a fair challenge and I'll take it on. This is just fit through the eye of a needle as a whale. The game. I think it wins the award of largest hitbox I've ever seen on a shoot 'em up. One. Let me get that one. Oh, power up. Got the boss levels give you power ups. 2. Didn't touch me. So you try and be clever about your positioning, but there's no cleverness to it. It's just gonna fire 10 shots immediately at you. And you cannot fit between them. You're pissing me off. Come on, guys, let's just get this over with. This is the second to last boss, and then we've got 2 levels after this and a boss, and then we're boxed. Boxed forever. Major Striker. Looking forward to Action 53. Me too, mate. Me too. I actually am, to be fair. Sweet dreams, pal. Take care, and I'll see you soon. See, Mark's a good lad. Everyone else, like, can't wait for campaign mode. Mark's excited for the Action 53. What a good lad. Just don't shoot when it drops those dickheads, because that's the mistake I keep making. Right, phase 1 done. Okay, 1 shot. I think you can only hit it once per cycle. You can't avoid the damage. Doesn't give you a place that you can be that's safe. Oh my god. I'm massively looking forward to playing a game where I don't have to focus on frame perfect, pixel perfect, everything. Oh my god. And I can just chat a bit more. Especially in a game where the frame perfect, pixel perfect requirements isn't actually meetable. Pixel perfect for the rabies. I keep shooting these. It did not touch me. It didn't touch me. not only is the hitbox of the ship gigantic, but the hitbox of the peas that you've got to dodge is also gigantic. Like a massive Minecraft cube around it. You enter the same galaxy and you get hit. Yeah, I mean that's my fault that missiles getting destroyed because I keep destroying them like an idiot. But once that happens, there is no dodging. Okay. Right, one hit. Two. Possible, but three. He just boxes you into the corner. Four. Five. But I have to use a bomb to escape being boxed. And I've only got one bomb left now. Oh, we're boxed again. Nah. How do you not get boxed? I guess the only way to not get boxed is hack the game's AI and rewrite it as a Lua script. Anything other than that, you're boxed. Why does it pretend that it's hitting me? Every time I play this, I'm like, you know what? Stop being a whiny bitch. Just play the fucking game. People are already struggling with how Ravy's life is. They don't want to listen to you crying. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Absolutely right. Bitch. And yet, 5 minutes of actually playing the game and I've crumbled again because I can't not moan about this level of bullshit. I can't just smile. I'm not one of those people while absolute pure dickheadery is happening who can just smile and go, that's normal, that's fine, that's fair. I can't do it. It's not in my nature. And I think in general that's a good trait to have. But when it comes to being a streamer, okay, and that was all it took, 4 shots. And I couldn't get to the 4th. What the fuck? Whatever, we'll take that. We don't have any intelligence to help, I know. Help you out in this quadrant. You're now heading into. You're on your own, Major. But I'll be your heart. I'll be in your heart. Good luck. Oh, baby. Techno zone. Techno. Save, yeah, but we're going to save to another slot just in case. Pure rigged. Oh. Yechen. Oh, my shield recovered as well. Oh my god, JC, a bomb. Already impossible. Kill the enemy as soon as it arrives on screen, or you're dead. That's the vibe. died. When they do an autopsy, they'll have to do an autopsy on Major Striker. Cause of death unknown. We've received the footage and we've reviewed it several times. Cause of death unknown. What? What? Okay, I think it's just things that get me blind spots, to be honest. When I look back at the stream, I can see them. But when I'm in the game, I can't see them. They probably put a study on where the blind spot is exactly and how to put enemies in it. I know. It needs like colorblind mode. Guys, we need to do that last boss again because this is impossible if you're a pea shooter. Too much invisible rabies. Okay. He only needs 4 hits. Oh god. 1. 2. 3. 4. It's increased its hit points. Somehow leveled up its hit points. 5. 5 this time. That'll do. I'm happy. Right, 2 levels and a boss, and then we're free. Did it down. This is a different prospect altogether now. I think it must be really difficult if you're making a shoot 'em up to balance the enemy placement and level design so that it's doable when you're on pea shooter, but also it's not trivial when you're on full power. That must be a really difficult balancing act. But I think other developers handle it better than these have. Nice. You ever played Catacombs 3D, Shorty? Or what's the tank one? Its first 3D game? That was rigged. Yeah, in rigged territory. Yeah, it probably is. And I think, you know, making a shmup on DOS is admirable in itself. That didn't touch me. I'm sick and tired of getting hit by things that haven't actually hit me. Shouldn't have took the speed boost. I think we're now in a position where we need to start the level again. I can't kill this. No, it's got a shield in front of it. Look, Major Striker. Got no recollection of. I shared that video as well, and I shared it before Young Street, but I didn't share it in your server, to be fair. Just wanted to get it out there that I'm cooler than Young Street. No, in a nice way, no offense. But yeah, I never had heard of it, but it's an interesting video. Good insight into the early days of it. How they operated. But what's interesting about it is it's got the face, you know, the face avatar that like shows the damage in Doom and in Wolfenstein 3D. It's got that same face, but with longer hair. And it does the Spider-Man thing instead, where when you take damage it starts to reveal the skeleton. Oh, so there was a non-3D one as well. Every time he gets me, it's him in particular who gets me. And then it starts launching rockets at me from every angle once I'm in a pea shooter. Fired a bomb then and it ignored me. Yes, have no fear, my face in only partially an exposed skull. But I thought it was interesting that it's the same face that they use for Wolfenstein and Doom. The same guy, technically. As long as we get all of the little dickheads. Okay, remember that they're gonna the brown ship's gonna appear from behind me. Just remember that. the bottom left and right. It's at this bit, I think, and the rockets start appearing. Whoa. I don't like these enemies that disappear, reappear. Okay, this is it's where we are now. Pretty sure. There's the dickheads. Don't get the speed boost. Don't want it. It's a liability. Couldn't see. How can I? So cheap. What? Okay, we were doing so well, and then an invisible red rocket, not like that, appeared in my face, took it all away. Yeah, I mean, we can do it. It's just remembering where the invisible attacks are going to come from. I'm not going to try and do it with the pea shooter, because if it was another game I would try and do that, but not this. I'm not fighting invisible enemies with a pea shooter. I might be a masochist, but I'm not totally insane. So when you have full power, the game is actually enjoyable. Hello, Von Groot. Happy. I didn't see what got me. I didn't see what got me. And it wasn't because I was looking at chat. It was because it was invisible what got me. What systems do you play? I'll play anything. The point of this channel is we're going to play every single game ever made. Every game ever made. Right now, we're clearing out some games that got nominated by viewers a long time ago and never got finished. We had like 42 titles in that list, 45 titles. And we have now got 2 left. Been a long journey. Very excited to be at the end of it. Not only retro, no. Mostly retro, to be honest, because there's a lot of old games that I never got to experience that I'm trying to fill in the blanks on. But not necessarily retro. Doesn't have to be. Happy Thursday. I hope you're good. What kind of games do you like? Is that the Chaos Engine? We played that one. That was a good game. I also like everything from mid-18s to now. Yeah, that's about the range for me as well. We also take the game serious on this channel. We don't like cheat or use save states or cheese it as much as we can. This game's a little bit of an exception because the enemies are invisible. So I haven't been save stating, but the game offers a save function and I've been using it. You don't fuck about, just like the Curse of Massive, exactly. If you respect the Curse of Massive like you should, then you're gonna be fine. Streaming Amiga Monday to Fridays here. You doing Amiga? How do you stream yourself? Thanks for the follow, mate. We've played a few Amiga games. Another World. What other Amiga games have we done? Worms. Chaos Engine. Chaos Engine was really good. That didn't touch me! Stop lying! Why did it think it touched me? Where does it think their fucking hitbox is? Jesus Christ. I saw the missile and I wasn't worried because it was out of me way. And the game just thinks it was in me way. Ah, speed booster I didn't want. Oh, they can still shoot you when they're off screen. So that one be out below me. I saw it go off screen. I was like, it's gone off screen. I don't need to worry about it. I do need to worry about it. They can still shoot from off screen. Ah! I wasn't worth it. The halt is actually a liability. Grew up with C64 then Amiga, but I do love a lot of other retro content. I had a C64 as well, that's what I grew up with. But then I moved on to NES. I didn't have an Amiga, unfortunately. Oh, we got so close, and then it went impossible mode. At the level, yep. Yep, GG. Love G. G from House of the Dead. You've got to stop them. That was ridiculous. I don't know if I'm going to save. Well, I'll save to a different slot. Because we didn't keep our power-ups and we're going to need them. This is the last level now, and then there's the last boss. Right, because I didn't shoot all of these, I'm in an unsurvivable position. The fucking enemies don't even appear to be shot. They hide, and then they pop out for a sec. I've not played Speedball 2, but I remember reading about it in magazines back in the day as like one of the best games. So it's definitely on my radar. Why does it think these are touching me? Why does it think that? I saw the yellow dot. I didn't worry about it because it was nowhere near me. And then the game's like, oh no, actually. Yeah, Bitmap Brothers, they did Chaos Engine, didn't they? Need to play more of their stuff. Right, we're gonna go back, guys. We've got to go back. This is too rigged. Did I say the last level? Second to last level. Gods, I haven't played. There's loads of gaps in my retro history, but there's also loads of games that I know about. That's what makes it interesting. That's why it's cool to speak to different people on Twitch. It's because everyone's got their own gaming history. Everyone has their own journey, their own titles that they saw or didn't see. No one's is the same, and comparing your experiences is awesome. This is near where it's going to bring them from behind. Oh, be on your guard. There they are. And again. Pressed bomb. You're not listening to what I'm pressing, game. I'm pressing bomb. Fucking cheap. Magic Pocket, it was played via a phone on a kids' TV show called Motormouth. I remember Motormouth, the name. I can't remember the show. It was like 5,000 games. Absolute 98, absolute trash. But yeah, no, it's. The thing is, though, when you're a kid, you don't have access to, like, it's not like now where you can play, you know, you've got the choice between thousands and thousands of games. When you're a kid, you were limited in your selection. So even games that were shit, if you were stuck with them, you would find enjoyment in them. And so even those stories are interesting to me. Like, I had a few jack shit games myself, and I played them a lot. It's cool. Exactly, yeah, you don't even, I mean, some of them I did know, to be honest, but some of them, like, you read about, like, general consensus on them now, and, like, they're considered shit, and you're like, oh, I actually thought that was good, I like that. Then again, sometimes game journalists just haven't got a clue anyway, so if you like the game, then that's all that matters, isn't it? It's done its job. Are you Scottish or Scout? Scout's the second one, mate. Although I do get Scottish a lot. Didn't have an NES, but even in the 80s, them games were like 50 quid in the UK. Your mum gets you Jekyll and Hyde for Grimbo, and you had to pretend that you were stuck with it, yeah? Nothing else you could do. Liverpool, yeah, mate. But that was it. You got like one game or two games for your birthday or Christmas. Chicken and a can of iron brew. Chicken and a can of iron brew. But you could borrow games off your mates as well. Oh, that was my fault. I was reading chat. Sweden, a Man U fan. Well, in a bygone era, I would have said, get out right now. But I don't really pay attention to the football anymore because it's all corporate bullshit. So, happily tolerant of Man United fans now. Yeah. I used to watch every single match. Now I'm not bothered. It's boring. Oh, come on, mate. Oh, we've got to go back. We've got to go back. Liverpool didn't sound like Scottish people. To people, it must be a foreign thing. I get it quite a lot, lasses. I don't think Scouse and Scottish are that close, but it's one of them. If you're not used to the accents, they probably, some of the way things are phrased probably is. There is, because Liverpool, the Scouse accent is influenced by Scotland and by Ireland and Wales and America to a lesser extent. That's why it's so different. But it's funny when you hear certain people in Canada, you can hear the Scandinavian in them. Not even remotely close. There's, it's hard to explain, but there is some similarities. Not only football, not football, only business. I completely agree, mate. Granddad was from Brutal. I had Flexor Scouts in me, accent filtered down through me mum. Nice. Never gave a shit about football. It was £10 an hour, like in like 1996. I used to love me footy. I've drifted away from it now. Like, I grew up watching Robbie Fowler be an absolute sensation, and then Steven Gerrard after him. You know, and McManaman and Carragher, and you know, there was a Scouse spine to the team, and I grew up watching that. No love for Keegan. I love Keegan, but he's before me time. So I've not, to be fair, I like Keegan the man. I've not seen much of him as a player. Right, we need to keep our concentration mode up. In all these main speakers, there are similarities in the sense that you don't actually know the difference. Ignorance is the key. No, I think that generally are similarities. But Young Streets, it's funny that time when he did an impression of me, and it was basically like he done his best Scottish impression. I think he was doing an impression of me. He's a funny man. He's like, I raided into his channel, so he's an American guy we know, and he was like, "Oh, Quantum, welcome in. It's Quantum from Liverpool. Thanks for the raid."
Vision, awareness, class and creativity. Tremendous composure, passion, commitment.
Incredible. Alan Hansen, what an absolute legend. I saw a clip on Twitter. My Twitter feed now is just old Liverpool clips, and it saw a clip. It was at a time when the offside trap was at its most extreme. Like when if you don't know what the offside trap is, it's when the defensive line steps forward to catch the attackers offside. Well, this was like just before the halfway line. The entire team stepped forward at once. Alan Hansen was in his own half, but only just. And he just saw what was going to happen and just toe poked the ball forwards and then ran after it. And the entire opposition stepped forwards expecting it to be a pass. And he left them with the whole opponent's half of the pitch empty. And he just ran through. It was genius. And then he passed it to Kenny Dalglish, and Kenny Dalglish missed an open goal from like 2 yards away. Not his finest moments. But it was a good clip. I enjoyed it. But my Twitter feed is just old Liverpool clips.
It's that bad. I'll bet you've never ever seen it before at this level, and I don't think you'll ever see it again.
It was that bad. It was that bad, and it was from Kenny, King Kenny as well. Great Tom's British accent sounds like an Australian with a head injury. I've not watched loads of him, but I'm aware of him. But yeah, I think a lot of Americans take that approach. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, we're nearly there now, guys. We just need to keep our concentration up. Come on. When chat gets too interesting, that's when the gameplay falls. It's not my fault. I'm doing my best. It's chat's fault for being interesting. Don't get the speed boost. Can't see. Oh no, I didn't want that. I did not want that. Actually, it's okay. My god, how many jiggities is there? No, I don't want this. Come on. Is that it? Yes! Ignorance is not a bad thing, it's just a lack of knowledge of certain cultural aspects. Yeah, no, that's true. Weird to see Kenny and Keane on Guy Neville's podcast after Blackburn Gate. Oh, what was Blackburn Gate? Here we have like 82 accents finished in Swedish in certain reason. I can't expect anyone to know the difference. Yeah, no, you're quite right, Shorty. Ignorance is not always malice. First try as well. Come on. Save the game, yes. Let me just quickly go and check on Mabel. Check. Right, I'm gonna take 5.
I'm gonna give her breakfast and make sure she's had a wee and that, and then I'll be back. See you in a minute. Hello. Thank you for your patience. We are back. The baby is being fed and she had a big poo. And now she's chilling with me. All happy. Roy agreed to join Blackburn verbally while waiting for contract lawyer. Fergie swooped in and stole him. Roy's book says Kenny was on the phone like, I'll get you. Irish. Brackets added because Autumn was a wuss. I didn't know that. I got into... So the year I started following footy properly was like 93. And Roy Keane, I think, was in the Man U team at that time. No, 94, I would say. And I just assumed he'd been there for years. I didn't know where he'd come from. I had no idea. But I remember that season. The 94-95 season was the one I watched like every game possible. And that end of season where Liverpool played Blackburn on the last day. And if Liverpool lost, it meant Man U. It meant Blackburn would have won the league and Kenny would have won the league. And if Liverpool won, it would have offered the league to Man United, who were our arch rivals. And I remember being like, I don't want Liverpool to win. I want Blackburn to win this match. And fair play to Liverpool. We still won the match. But Man U couldn't beat West Ham. And so the title went to Kenny anyway. And he got to celebrate at Anfield. Which is it was a wonderful moment. And that was the start of my football journey. And then Robbie Fowler hit the scene. Well, Robbie Fowler, I think, was already on this. No, I think he came into the scene next season. Or maybe it was that season. But yeah, and he lit things up as well. And McManaman, I loved. Great times. I suppose Kenny's long over it. Roy didn't seem to care either way, though he still hates Shearer and Schmeichel. This song is so relaxing. Upbeat, relaxing. But yeah, I didn't know that little piece of footy history. Nominative determinism. You have to become a footballer if your surname is Fowler. Well, it was Fowler, and he was a forward, so he didn't really do many fouls. But he was a Scouse lad. He was from Bootle, I think, Lassus, and he was only like 17 at the time, and he was lit up the Premier League. My surname is Shithouse, so you've got to be a shithouse. That makes sense. One of the best left foots I've ever seen. But then sometimes compilations of, like, apparently recently there's been a debate. Some people said Rice is as good as Gerrard, and then all of these counter posts have been coming up saying Rice wasn't fit to lace Gerrard's boots, and it was like a compilation of Gerrard clips. And I already knew this because I watched Gerrard playing growing up, and Gerrard actually grew up very close to where I live. But Gerrard was a world beater. Like, he was one of the best players to ever live. He was doing it at a time when Zidane and Pirlo and, you know, some of the names that are considered the greats, I would say Gerrard outdid them, because he did it in a team that didn't have the giants around him. And he could do everything. He could pass, he could tackle, he could spray the ball so well, he could shoot. He played that season when he was like the second striker behind Torres. He was unreal. And it's not even his proper position. Zidane saw the value of an unexpected headbutt. Oh, that was a farce, wasn't it? Materazzi ended up playing for Everton, so that tells you all you need to know about him. Anyway, we're not here to rant about footy. It's nice to reminisce about the old days of footy, though, when I used to actually pay attention to it properly and enjoyed it. So thanks for that. But we're here to complete video game in HD, aren't we, Mabel? One day we'll play a footy game as well. One day. Steven Gerrard Soccer 2005 on the PlayStation. Get it now. Yeah, of course. Costs 50 quid. Wait till it's platinum. Gotta sell a certain amount to get platinum, Stevie. Come on. Alright, let's go. Everyone's like, can't we just leave the game, Quantum, and just chat? Some of the games you've been playing lately, I'd prefer this to be a just chatting stream. You still get endorsed football games like that? I remember playing some absolute dross back in the day, Gaza Super Soccer and shit like that. So I don't think it's the same now. You don't see any nowadays. Only like the giant companies, I think, make footy games. You don't see all of the shit like smaller dev ones. This is the official El Atifak Gacha game for your mobile device. Get it now, like. Oh, that one with your sleep paralysis demon is Steven Gerrard. That made me laugh, and I was glad you liked it, Irish, because I thought you'd appreciate it. Steven Gerrard is your sleep paralysis demon. I couldn't see. It's happening again. Fuck off. Make yourself a cup of tea anyway. Look at the parallax scrolling. Look at those pipes underneath. Now that's epic. I don't like slower football or follow football at all, but I played Sensible Soccer to death on the Amiga Kickoff 2 as well. See, that's one of the games that I want to discover. I've heard so much about how Sensible Soccer was amazing, but I've not played it. I did play Kickoff 2, but not... Well, Kickoff... I played a game on the Super Nintendo called Player Manager, Kevin Keegan's Player Manager, and that was incredible. And the football game in that was Kickoff 2, but it was mainly a management game, but you also had the option of like playing it, and that was Kickoff 2, the SNES version. So I experienced that way. I never played Sensi, and everyone always said Sensi was the better one. But I remember when the first FIFA game came out on the Mega Drive, and that was a revelation at the time, because all the footy games I'd played up to that point was shite. And then I remember when International Superstar Soccer came out, and that changed the game again. And then it went to Pro Evolution. And I followed that series all the way up to Pro Evolution Soccer 6. See, what the hell, mate? This game's bollocks. But we are going to play every game ever made. And so that one day will include Sensible Soccer. Hey, these are dropping nukes now. Don't even want to fight with them. What got me? Oh my god. I can see you're on a particular pixel of the screen that looks safe. I'm going to throw enemies in from that side. If we try to do it with pea shooter mode, we're just going to be here for the rest of our lives. Normally I'd grind away and I'd overcome. But at this game I just think it's not a legitimate challenge. Speaking of illegitimate challenges, Action 53 up next. I just need to remember those ships are going to have nukes on them and not to shoot them. Oh god, there they are. It's hard to choose not to shoot something when you shoot in like 52 directions at once. Yeah, player manager though. Oh my god. This was before Championship Manager existed. Nothing touched me. Nothing touched me. And it was before... even Premier Manager, I think. Kevin Keegan's Player Manager. This is not fucking doable, mate. Oh, piss off! Didn't see anything. Oh, Captain Clever it was. He was in yesterday and he was saying the last level of the desert world, which is what we're on now, things get stupid, and he's not wrong. I'm just realising how right he was. At the time I was just like, yeah, sure. He was trying to warn me. This is all Jogresk's fault. Is that how you say his name? Because I was playing it yesterday on... Oh no, I was playing it the other day on Novice. And he was like, I beat it on Expert, smiley face. That smiley face. That smiley face did me in. And I bet you he didn't play it like this either, loading every time he loses his power-ups. I bet you he played it properly. What? What got me? I can't. I'm sick and tired of being damaged by things that I can't see. Like, I'll use a bomb. If I'm under attack and I know I can't dodge, I'll use a bomb. But I'm not going to use a bomb. Just, like, pick me moments and just be like, I guess. Try a bomb now. Maybe I'll be damaged now. I reckon the blindfold run of this game is probably not that different to the normal run. Hate these CCTVs as well. Stand still, laddie. This is an improvement, I think. No, I didn't see anything. I didn't see a thing. The game is so shit. Sorry. But invisible enemies is not game design. Every time I say something like, oh, it's going alright this time, that's when I die, so I just need to shut the fuck up. What? What was it? Again? Oh, in the back by something that was off screen. Unbelievable. I have not seen rig like this for a long time. Didn't see it. Ah! Again? Oh my god. Never ever getting hit by anything I can see. Always an invisible enemy. Always. Absolutely ridiculous. And now I've got no bombs. Again, I don't think... I saw that there were things around me there, but I don't think any of them actually touched me. "27 lives, maybe we can just kamikaze our way through." That was it? We were that close? Okay, so this is the last boss then? We've only got pea shooter, but... Fuck it. Fuck it, we'll do it live! Mothership. Let us be going, the gamers. Now we have to watch a half-hour intro of it flying towards us. As is tradition. It's just you and me, Striker. Is that like a bell end? That looks like a bell end. No offense, mate. Your people look like dickheads. Oh, it's the tank one, I remember now. A literal bell end is the enemy. They knew what they were doing. Power up. What now? Rig. Extra life. And death. Okay. We have to watch the intro every time. But now I know what it's gonna do. The game's utter crap. It's getting delisted. Why are they gonna do a remake? Why do games get delisted? License it, that makes sense, to be fair. That's why emulators are king. But okay, so there's no telegraphing of the flame attack this time. Oh, and it follows you. But yeah, the only Jurassic Park game I ever played, really, was the Super Nintendo one. And I enjoyed it, but oh my god, it was hard, especially the sort of Doom sections. In fact, that was probably the first experience I had of a 3D game. It was Jurassic Park on the SNES. It's a wonder I didn't reject 3D forever, because that ran at about the same frame rate as this is. But it was scary and it was immersive, and it was impressive because that was only a part of the game. The main game was an overworld like adventure, and it was hard as fuck. Just like me when I think about wizards. But I also liked back in the day that you would get different games on different platforms. They wouldn't be the same. Oh, we've beat that phase. So like the Mega Drive version of Jurassic Park is like a side-scrolling action platformer. Completely different game. It's gonna do flame, isn't it? Ah. What was I thinking? Okay, we need to figure out that. So we've got through 2 phases. We need to figure out what the 3rd phase is. Didn't touch me? Why does it think it touched me? This is also very anticlimactic. Last boss music. I feel like this should be the music that's like as the last boss is loading on the screen or appearing on screen. It's building the tension well, but then a tune should start to kick in like da 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 down 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 down. You know what I mean? In fact, it literally sounds like the Super Shredder battle in Tales in Time, the opening to it. You know the one. Right, now let's be rocking out with your cocking out. Let's see what this is up to. Okay, so the flames, the missile, the nuclear bombs are going to hang around on screen for a long time. That's what's going to happen. And if I use a bomb, I'm going to get nuked. Okay. You know the one. I think we need to just hang around until it gives us. It's free. It's so free. We just need to wait until it gives us the spread shot because I don't think we can hit the next phase with the pea shooter. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. It's like there's the illusion of a gap. There's not actually a gap. Is it reverse? It's reversing. It's afraid. Yeah. Oh, that was a spicy meatball. Right, can we just hang around here? Get power-ups. Can we actually farm power-ups in a shoot 'em up? This is actually an action strategy game. This is big brain mode. Don't want the speed up, to be honest. Thanks, but no thanks. Extra life. Now we got the spread shot. Time to get wrecked. Official. Wait, I can't hit things with it? Oh, I can. Can I camp out here? Oh, but I'm going to hit the nuclear bombs, aren't I? Idiot. Someone at the door, one sec. Sorry about that. Fucking stupid DOS done its usual thing where I've paused the game, then I've paused the timer, and the DOS has took me pausing the timer as unpausing the game. Like, why do you think this? If I didn't press the pause button again, then I don't want to unpause. Absolute idiocy. Right, just drinking me tea, sorry. Boss literally thinks any motion towards the controller means unpause. So I think I've lost my power up now, which I worked for. Yep, nice, thanks game. That's, yep, that was going to be the outcome after the rig. The fella who knocked, he knocked yesterday. They're going round offering like quotes for like to do your driveway or your gutters. Now our gutters do need doing. Our driveway I can't afford, so fuck that. It's a show, but I don't care. But I said, you know, I'll take quotes about the gutters. So he said, we phoned you yesterday. You didn't answer. I said, you phoned me for like 2 seconds and hung up right away. He went, okay, well I'll get them to phone again today. I said, sound. But he said, is it just going to be you or your missus? I said, my missus will be on later. And he said, just say that it's only you. Because he won't give you the quote if you've got a partner and they're not there. So, how come? He said, what it is. The fellas normally come round in the day asking people, and it'll normally be the wife who will answer because the husband will be at work. And she'll be like, oh yeah, that's I accept that, yeah, and then he'll come home and go, no, we're not paying that. So they won't give you a quote unless both of you are there. Made me laugh. Our gutters all need doing. They've got like leaks. This house, honest to God, if I'd have known, we've had about 4 different leaks in 4 different places since we bought it. If I'd have known the plumbing was that shit, I would have said knock fucking money off the price. Cheeky bastard. That phase done. Okay, so I think now I can just sit back in this corner. In that corner. And then when the nukes come past, stop shooting. So it's gonna take a while, but we're gonna do this route because the game's rigged. Where are you meant to go to get out the way of that flame in the middle? Oh no. I didn't want that one. I did not want that power up. Houston. Okay, we beat that phase, but we cost us our power-ups. What's next? Ah, sideways, majiggity. Didn't touch me, Rep. Oh, that's big. saw the projectile, I let it go off screen behind me, and then I moved into its wake after it's passed. The game counts that as it hit me. We just farm a few power-ups here. This is riveting. Absolutely riveting. And one more we need. There is a sort of charm to the graphical style. I also like, you know, the interface that's all around. Like, we're looking at a screen within a screen here. Sort of futuristic box around everything. I miss when UIs look like that. Not like this in particular, but like when UIs are a bit more about them. Just don't get a good cum meter these days. How are you meant to know how much cum you've got? I think the next phase I can't just hide in the corner. I mean, this phase I can. This one now. That's the plan, hide in the corner. Hide in that corner. This is so cheap and I don't regret it at all. What? Oh, I collected a power up. Ah! Oh, la, 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 la. P-winging bastard. Just don't tell Grom. Looks like a literal. That's what I was saying before, Shorty. Like, it's a bell end for a head. They knew what they were doing. They knew. This is another power-up, and I like power-up. This plan only works for the this phase and the next phase. After that, it falls apart. It's make his head look like a penis. It's hilarious. Shorty, if you were on that dev team, you would have been like, yes, I greenlight this 100%. So don't lie. You would have been drawing your own and offering them to the design team. What about this? What about there's a little bit of pre-cum seeping out of the top of his head? What do you think? Okay. Next dickhead imminent. Alright, can we hide in this corner? This is better actually because now we can avoid the power-ups. No, 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 I can't avoid it. Hitbox is too big. Right, we need to just not shoot when it comes around. Next one, because the next one is what kills us, because it shoots sideways and that detonates all these bombs. Yeah, PP humor. Okay, phase Majigadied. I think I need to be in the middle. Oh, you absolute lizards. Yes! That's it. Yeah, I noticed the tracks in the sand. Nice touch. Reminds me a bit of Broken Sword. Oh my god. Striker, you have done it. The remaining Crown fleet surrounding Earth has surrendered. We've defeated them. You're Earth's hero again. Now get yourself back to Earth so I can congratulate you. Personally. And then when he gets home, you said you were going to congratulate me personally? That's right. Shake my hand. Is that it? What do you mean? That's sexual harassment. It looks like he's kissing Donald Trump. And also, what kind of kiss is that weird? Like, okay, whatever. Thanks for the GGs. Appreciate it. Appreciate your patience and support during this difficult time. Great job. You're a new top striker. Top score, mate. Absolutely killing it. That's it. That was the ending, as we got like the slowest kiss animation in the history. So that was expert difficulty. Alright, we had to load a lot to keep our power-ups, but we did it. That's the point. 679 deaths. It took us 16 hours, 23 minutes, 21 seconds. Absolutely phenomenal. This game was first played on the 3rd of Jan 2021. It was completed on the 12th of Feb 2026. Phenomenal scenes. If I minimize, will it still play the music? Yeah, it will. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing to nominate because Action 52 is the only game left in the list. But we can rank it. In fact, first of all, come on, let's do nominations. Anyone in chat, you can nominate any game from the list that's on the screen right now. Any game you like. Oh, this is so funny. Okay, I'm gonna make my nomination. That's mine. Anyone else want to nominate? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Action 53. No, 52. Oh, I'm going to take that as 53 from you, Shorty. What are we nominating? So, any game from the list in the top right corner, Lassus. Not seeing anything in the top right. Okay, so should be. You might be blind. I'm sorry to hear about that. I'll put you down anyway. Alright, so. There you go. This was a list of like 45 games that had previously been nominated on the channel and we never got around to completing. This list of what we class as the fail pool has haunted me for years. It's been a long journey to clear it out. We've only got one game left, and that is Action 53. Okay, so let's take the nomination. That's it. Nominations are finished.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, thank you for your nominations. Let's see what's going to be the next game that we play. Oh, this is exciting.
I mean, when you look at his attributes, you go,
3,
brave.
2, 1.
What's it going to be, Nightbot? What are we playing next? And we're playing Action 53. Quantum wins the nomination. Poetic Justice. Let's do test nominations just to make sure it's legit.
Oh my God, JC, a bomb! A bomb.
A bomb, indeed. Right, let's do test nomination number 1. It was nearly Quantum. Oh, unlucky Quantum. Test nomination number 2. It was nearly Quantum. Oh my God. Quantum, you nearly won the nomination there. Twice now. Test nomination number 3. Fucking hell. What? What? Test nomination number 4. Oh, Shorty. See, it actually was allowed to choose other numbers. It just chose me 4 times in a row. And test nomination number 5. Yeah, Lassus. Wow. That just shows Nightbot is fucking rigged. So out of 6 choices, it chose me 4 times. Anyway, the winner nomination was Action 53. Guys, that's what we're going to be playing next. But first, we've got to rank video game. So let's go over to spreadsheet graphics, shall we? Thank you for your participation in nominations. Let's filter the spreadsheet for shoot 'em ups. These are the shoot 'em ups we've had on the channel. Okay. I think Major Striker is going to come into this kind of region, I'm afraid. Maybe this. We'll fold it out again with this as the region and see what we're looking at. So let's talk about Major Striker actually. So, in a serious manner, I enjoyed the graphics, although not the frame rate. There was the story was nice. The dialogue, you know, amusing little filler between the stages, which was nice. There was a good aesthetic to the UI and things like that. I liked the power-ups. There was a lot of different items to pick up, a lot of different enemy types, and a lot of different background graphics as well. But a lot of the enemy types ended up recycled, and there were a lot of palette swaps. So once you've seen a few of the stages, you've seen all of the stages. They just get like moved around a bit. So if you played the shareware version of this and then opted to buy the full game, I think you would be a little bit shortchanged because the second and third episode is largely the first episode recycled. There's not really much new content in there. Every episode has a lava level, it has a sea level, the same enemies but different colours. But it was when you were fully powered up and cruising through the levels, it was fun, and you still had to be on the ball, you still had to watch everything that was coming on screen. You couldn't just, close your eyes. But the hitbox was too big. The enemies were too invisible. It had some good difficulty options. The 3 episodes, you can choose them in any order, that's nice. Ultimately though, although there was fun to be had, it was limited in its execution. Where are we going to place this game? Legendary Wings is a tough one to compare it to because Legendary Wings actually had really smooth gameplay. Way smoother than Major Striker. But it was just ridiculously tuned. To the point where it was so frustrating that it was unplayable. Wah. Ah. Okay. I think we are going to place Major Striker . Yeah. 171, just below Streets of Rage on the Master System. But you striking, mate? Didn't even know you were striking. We finished striking, mate. We've just done nominations. You missed it. Oh, you missed your chance to have your say. You wouldn't believe what won. Have a guess, mate. Have a guess what won nomination. You're not gonna believe it. Yeah, striking in more ways than one. I'm on strike from work. Honest. Didn't do that. Happy Thursday though, mate. Good seeing you. Hope you're well. Yeah, there was some enjoyment to be had with this game, but it just had some problems. Real problems. Mega 3, it wasn't, mate. No. Ah. Oh. Wasn't. Close. It was actually Action 53 that won the nomination. And then we did test nominations, and the same person won another 3 times. That person was me. Okay, so we need to move these down one. Just gotta remember, guys, that Excel wasn't designed for this level. Complicated majiggery-isms. Oh, gotta have some understanding about that. Too complex. Okay. So, Major Striker. Whoa.
67. 67. It's that funny meme number. 67. You say 67 and it's really funny. And you shrug at the same time. God, it's hilarious. 67 pissing my ass laughing.
You say 6-7, it's really funny, and you shrug at the same time. God, it's hilarious. It actually is. You've made me piss my ass off laughing. Incredible, mate. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the sub and the long-term support, mate. You're a legend, and I love you. Not ashamed to say it. A man can love another man in a gay way if he wants, but it doesn't have to be. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, 3rd of Jan 2021 was when we first played this game, and we completed it on the 12th of Feb 2026. And major, I don't think there were any sequels to this, but we'll class it as having its own series anyway. And now we just need to do the secondary spreadsheet, which is a bit of a ball ache, but whatever. So it was... Where did it place? God. What is this? What the frick is this? What's going on here, mate? Oh, I know what's going on. Can we just remove the colour? That'll save me a lot of work, actually, if I remove the colour filter from this. And just make it be a list. And I can just do Jay's expert technique. This one is just for the developers column. We don't really need to look at this one. It's just to make sure the pivot table forms correctly. So if we just go like this now, magic technique time. That should end with 193. Oh wait, no, never mind. I forgot to calculate something, but that's fine. That's right. That's the correct answer. That's what we want. Move the list too. It'd be even easier. Oh, genius! Yeah, absolutely genius. We're looking for there. Oh shit! I've just realized I broke it a bit. Okay. Give me a sec, so that needs to be 31. And then we go from there. Oh, it's not going to do it. Because that's 31 twice, it's not going to do it, is it? Can we go like this? No. Ah! See? Excel wasn't designed for the complexity that we've got going on here. We'll just ignore that column, because it's this column, it's the score column it's reading from. So as long as the score column is right, and ends at 193 at the top. What? What the fuck? How did this happen? Okay, we're gonna have to sit through the most tedious action in the history of the world. This technology wasn't designed for what we're doing. Okay, we can kind of do it this way. I fucked it, lol. It's alright, we're gonna save it. We're gonna save it. So we can pull it down to here. That's right. And then we go 53 again. 54. 50. Oh, not 60. 54. 55. And then we do the same again. Drag it down to here. That's now 63. This also needs to be 63. Are we gonna do this every time? 65, or is it just a one-time correction? Hello, Daddy. Point is, we want to end on 193. If we don't end on 193, Houston, we've got a problem. I think Houston's gonna block me number, to be honest. 69, nice. Oh, 80. 81. 2. Yeah, we're not doing this every time. I miss a grey one. Excel scrolls way too fast. That it all the way to the bottom? Yes, okay. 192. Okay, that's right. Because we're going to enter the 193 into the table. Nice spreadsheet. Oh, nice one, Freddy. Welcome in, mates. Happy whatever day it is. Thursday? It's bin day. Remind me it's bin day. How are you, mate? So we're looking for... there. So we're gonna go like this. Bring it down one. Then we go like this. Okay. And we should be able to just bring the rest across. Formatting will be wrong, but we'll sort that. Yeah, if you don't know, we beat Major Striker. It's in HD. Why is it not pasted? Oh, it's brought the formatting, but not the cell. Oh, I meant to copy, not the... Ah. Okay. God. There we go. And we'll just... Newman, welcome. Bal, welcome. Thank you for the GG. Sorry about this. Be with you in a sec. We've only got one game left in the fail pool. We nominated for it and Action 53 won. I can't believe it. Hello, this is Houston. If you are calling because you have a problem, press 1. For anything else, press 2. If you are Quantum Player 1, please hang up the call. Thank you. What? What you mean? I need to report a problem? Houston, you tit. Answer the phone now. Cheeky cunts, mate. The fuck? Hello, you're through to Houston. How can I help? Houston, I've got a problem. Is that you again, Quantum? It's a real problem. Action 53 was the winning title. It's the last game in the fail pool. We fought so long and hard to get to this point. Oh wait, the score table needs to be looked at now. Okay. Okay, yeah, we fucked this up somehow. So this should be 193. 192. I'm gonna have to do the same thing here. Okay. 163 again. 162. Won't be long, guys. We're just making a correction so that our data stays valid. It's important that your data is valid. This is more trouble than it's worth. Apparently I'm on a 20 stream streak. Freddy, that's incredible. That is literally the world record. Nobody in the history of Twitch has ever had a higher streak than that. Not even Amaranth can say that she's got a viewer with that high of a streak. That's phenomenal support, mate. I appreciate it. You're a legend. We want to end this list on 1. Is she the bathwater lady? Probably. If you don't know who she is, that's cute. And Mrs. Dingo is going to be very proud of you. Right, this should end on 1. It did! Phenomenal. We did it right. Incredible. Streaking for Quantum Player 1. Oh, baby. Okay, so So let's look at Major Striker. So 1993, the game came out. This is the other games we played. Wait, we need to refresh. So 1993 was in 18th place. What has Major Striker's entry done to 1993's league position? I never. That's a saying. That's a sentence that's probably never been said before, is it? 1993's league position. 1993, it's its own entity. It's got feelings. It's got thoughts. It's dropped 2 places in the league. Unlucky. And these are the games from 1993. Doom. Gunstar Heroes. Star Fox. Ridge Racer. Major Striker. Doom God Tier, of course. 1993 dropped to 2 league places. Now in terms of shoot 'em ups was in 19th place. They've dropped down a place to 20th at the inclusion of Major Striker. These are the shoot 'em ups we've completed on the channel. Major Striker at the bottom of the shoot 'em up table there. Well, not quite at the bottom, but you know, around that region. We've had some great shoot 'em ups. Dodonpachi, Mushihime Sama, Gallagher, Hellfire, Zanak. Major Striker done dirty. Come off it, Shorty. You saw the footage. I know you love DOS, and I respect that, but come on, mate. My PC was in 8th place. Major Striker has pulled it down to 9th. These are the PC games we've done on the channel. A lot of PC games. Coronation Street holding up the table. It's a fucking disgrace. In terms of the developer, Apogee, we've only had 1 game from Apogee, which was Duke Nukem. And they were in 93rd place. Where have they gone? Oh, this table needs to be refreshed. Wait, I think that was incorrect. Oh yeah, because we had to redo this whole table because it was playing up. So they weren't really in. We don't know where they were. We'll never know. They're now 81st, 80th. Apogee done dirty. Stop lying to yourself. After fail pool, then what? Then campaign mode is back. Better than ever, but what specific game we don't know yet. And Major Striker series is in the table there somewhere. Major Striker enters the series league table in 116th. I think it's the only entry in that series. And lastly, the generation table. It was 4th gen, so it comes in under here. The PC. There it is. Yeah, we're free to not have to play jank rabies, pal. Campaign mode still exists. Technically, hasn't done, but it's coming back. We'll be free to not have to play jank rabies anymore. After we've absolved ourselves of the titles that people nominated years ago and we never finished. So that was Major Striker ranked. Thank you for taking part. Just a final clarification, it finished 171st place amongst the pissy yellow. Yes, this is the most serious video game channel on the entire internet, and every time we complete a game, we rank it on our spreadsheet. This was game 193. The next game is going to be Action 53, and then we're free from the dungeon. What a time it's going to be. We can do a preview. Major Striker, see you later, mate. Thank you for your service. Pissy yellow graphics, mate. Let's do a preview of Action 53. Let's see how many titles there are. God, what? It's the NES emulator. Meeson, that's it. Where, oh God, where have I put it? Action 53. It's got the same theme tune as Action 52. God help us all. Give me a sec. I'll get it majiggity-ized. So Action 53, don't be alarmed too much. Just deserts, because it was just the desert planet. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Well spotted. I forgot what you said. I'm fairly sure you said that this isn't a sequel to Action 50. That's correct. That is correct. It's... You're saying I don't know. What you meant was I don't mind. That's what you meant. This is a compilation of like a games jam, which is where, you know, indie game devs like make a game quickly for a competition. This is a compilation of games for that kind of thing. It was not made by the same people as Action 52. It's got no association with Active Enterprises whatsoever. It's just they chose the name Action 53 because of the memes, because it was funny. The main game on this is called Streamers. It's named after one of the Action 52 games, also called Streamers. And it's based off the rough mechanic of it, but this is well more fleshed out. Then there's also Forehead Block Guy, Landmaster, Lawnmower, Slapping, and Thwaite. And then Concentration Room, Dryer, I Wanna Flip the Sky, Mineshaft, Munchie Attack, NES 15, Virus Cleaner, Pogo Cats, Zapping, and Zooming Secretary. So that's how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games. And then you've also got music, toy, Russian roulette. That's not really a thing, and that's not really a thing. So I guess you could say 17, 18 if we can get the mouse to act as the zapper. It's got an upvote for embracing the memes. Some of these games are not bad, to be fair. We're going to be trying to complete each one. As insane as that sounds. I am insane. Let's give I Want to Flip the Sky from Tom Liver. Look how ridiculous this is. Have you ever played VVVVVVVVVVV? Then this is similar. All of these games are really bad. Arguably better than Action 53, mate. This is like VVVVVVVV, but you've got limited number of flips. Love copium, mate. Completed it, mate. Ow. Oh, we've got X-Padder still on. Ow. So that's that game. How do you reset? F and G and H. Fucking hell, what a keyboard combination. Let's see what happens if I do that. Okay, it worked. Okay, so let's quickly look at if we open Action 52, God help us all. Jesus Christ.
Make your selection now.
Yeah, I think we've all just puked. So there's a game on here called Streamers, if we can find it. How do you get to the next screen? that. Can you see streamers? 21. Thanks, mate. Good eyes. So this was one of the Action 52 games, and the basic premise is you shoot a bullshit thing to climb like that. What? 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 So, absolutely unfinished piece of garbage, right? But the basic mechanic is you shoot a sort of long thing out of yourself, and it helps you to climb. You shoot your narrow penis at clowns, yeah, but it also that's how you climb. So that's the concept of streamers. So what they did with Action 53 is they said make a game in the spirit. Use one of the Action 52 games as an influence. So streamers is a proper fleshed out idea of the same concept. It's got all different modes, but we're going to be doing story mode. It's got story, but yeah, blah 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 blah. We'll read this properly when we're playing it next time. This is just a preview. Losers points for not being able to skip the text though. Okay, so this is what they would do. Is like, let's make it use the same concept, but make it better. Do not touch Master Y's balls. You can already see this is way better. Make it Metal Gear Solid with Guile. Who could ask for more? Ugh, I touched Master whatever's balls. It's actually a really difficult game. Collect money for score. It is hard to get. You know what they say, Joe? No pain, no gain. Roger. See, the dialogue's cheesy as frick. I am the one true God gamer, by the way. Oh, look, you still got clowns as enemies. It's so true to the clowns are no laughing matter. Ha ha ha. Stop clowning around. It's not bad, but it's even true to the original Jiggity, because it's got clowns as enemies. I think Action 53 is available for free. If you just Google Majigger, it's available on itch.io. It's got no narrow penis, so it loses points in that regard. I also have to show you the crown and jewel of the Action 53 experience. Oh, if you reset it, just restarts it just restarts streamers. Okay, so I have to show you the crown and jewel, which is Russian roulette. Okay, how many players? 2. Player 1 grabs the marker and spins the cylinder. Click. Player 2 grabs the marker and spins the cylinder. Click. Player 1 grabs the marker and spills the cylinder. Click. Player 2. My God, this is tense. Now this is the absolute zenith video game tension right here. Isn't it only supposed to be like 6 chambers, and then so we've already had 6 rolls. One of us should be dead by now. Oh, player 2 got eliminated, unlucky. That player 1 wins the game. That was Russian roulette on Action 53. What a super niche concept, Action 52 is a super obscure game in itself, so finding people who get the joke can't be many. Yeah, and I think it's a cool idea. Excuse me. And it's definitely more well made than Action 52. So don't be too afraid. But there is like, what, 18 games we need to get through. So we've got a ways to go yet. They're not overly long games, but some of them are quite difficult. And we're going to take them seriously because this is the most serious channel in the history of video games. But that's it from me. We beat Major Striker. We ranked it. We've got one game left in the dungeon. You roll the cylinder between every... Oh, I guess that's true, actually. I never thought of that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's just because I didn't think. Video series, video game channel. It absolutely is, mate. I feel like you're being sarcastic and I can't believe it. I can't believe you've done this. But when we get back to campaign mode, we're going to be playing everyone's favorite game. Who knows? Maybe Angel of Darkness will be played in the near future. Proper Russian roulette, you roll once. God. Shorty's played proper Russian roulette, obviously. Guys, thank you so much for your company. Once again. Appreciate you very much. Not sure when I'll next be on. He played once and he lost. That's why he's got all of these opinions. There's a bullet wedged in his brain. But he's such a giga chat that he survived it. All right. I love yous. If you want to join the Discord, there's the link. Look after yourselves. Have a great rest of your day and have a great rest of your week. Hopefully, I'll see you soon. We're going to raid Disease Free, who is an absolute maniac who stays up for like 38 hours or whatever. He just plays a game blind until he completes it. I was watching him play a Metal Slug like a week ago. He'd been up for like 30 hours trying to 1cc it. And he got up to the last boss and then died, and then I had to go and do something else. But absolute maniac. Right now he's doing Golden Axe. So with Mark, Mark went to bed, but Mark's been wanting Golden Axe for ages. Kisses on the mouth for the boys, handshakes for the girls. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Oh, I turned off the sound. I turn it back on. Oh, well, apparently he's still going. Maybe. All right, take care, guys. Peace out. Good work.